Hello and welcome. We are really looking forward to meeting all of our freshmen in the class of 2025. Take a minute to join us to walk through some basic information about planning for freshman year. This is a brief overview of the topics that we'll be covering in this presentation. What's a typical freshman schedule? Honors, AP, and standard level courses. Electives, what are they and why do students need them in their schedule? The course selection process on Home Access Center, how to put together a schedule that's right for your needs, student transcripts, getting involved at North, and for the purpose of this recorded presentation, we won't be having a Q&A, but certainly email the counselor that's assigned to your alphabet if you have any questions after watching this presentation. There are 6 counselors at St. Charles North who are experienced in helping students in 3 domains: the academic, the personal social, and career. This includes scheduling, problem solving, mental health triage support, career counseling, and post-high school planning. That's things like deciding if you're going to go to 4-year school, 2-year school, tech school, trade school, or military. Feel free to reach out to any one of us if you have questions or concerns throughout high school. So a lot of people wonder when they're picking a freshman schedule, what does an actual freshman schedule look like? This slide shows a first semester and second semester block with the core classes followed by elective spaces. So English 9, biology or ICB, algebra 1 or a different math, social studies, lunch, wellness, and then 2 spaces for electives. You want to make sure that you're keeping this picture in your mind when you're choosing your elective classes. Take a look at the bottom 4 squares at the bottom of this schedule. Where it says elective, look how you could have 4 different semester elective classes or 2 year-long full year class electives. So I could have 4 semester electives that I choose. I could have 1 year-long class that takes up first and second semester in one space, or I could have 2 full year classes that take up both of those bottom electives. So it just depends on what electives you're interested in taking and how long those electives last in the school year. We're looking to make a schedule that best fits each individual student's needs. Things to consider. Have I historically struggled in a particular course area? Then maybe challenging myself in that area for freshman year isn't necessary. Choosing electives that are in an area of interest or potential future career goals is a great idea. Some people think when a student tries out an elective and ends up not liking it, that's some kind of loss. I'd much rather see a student learn that they don't like a subject area in high school versus at college 5 years from now when tuition costs are adding up. Remember, you actually have to live the schedule that you're building. So reflect on what commitments at home and outside of the home are on your student's schedule. For example, if you're very involved in a sport or activity outside of school that takes hours of time each night, be mindful of the fact that you're adding on maybe an hour or 2 or more of homework to your nightly schedule. If you're really torn deciding between 2 classes for a subject, don't hesitate to reach out to our lead teachers. They are content area specialists and have a lot of great information to offer. Contact for our core lead teachers is on the screen right now. If you go to the North Future Freshman Night webpage, contact information for all lead teachers, along with their pictures, is linked. Don't hesitate to reach out to these folks to get up-to-date information on classes that you're choosing. Just know that all of our courses for high school are preparing students for life after high school, up to and including college. So in order for students to be successful in an honors and AP course, which is above and beyond that already college-bound standard, they have to have a desire to be in the course, be an independent worker, be ready for enhanced rigor, and be ready for more complexity of assignments, assessments, and texts. You aren't trapped by course levels that you choose freshman year. So for example, if you decide to take standard English freshman year, you're allowed to move up to honors English sophomore year so long as you're performing reasonably well in standard English. Likewise, with a notable exception for being ICB in science, students are able to shift levels in courses at semester or at the year mark. One of the biggest differences between high school and middle school is the amount of homework and the expectation that be complete and ready to be used in class the next day. Standard classes can have anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes of homework per night. Some honors and AP classes might even have an hour of homework per night. The perfect schedule is one where you are challenged in your courses, but still have time to be a member of your family, a friend to your friends, a member of co-curricular teams and clubs, and still getting a good night's sleep at the end of the day. The act of balancing school with other activities is one of the best ways we prepare for our adult lives, where we have work, friends, family, and chores to balance. On the freshman orientation website, there's a wealth of information. This was emailed to you on January 14th, 2021. When you scroll to the bottom of the page, all of the resources I'm about to speak about are there waiting for you. First, check out the online course offering book, where you can find the course description and prerequisite requirements for every class offered in D303 high schools. This will be a valuable resource all throughout high school for course selection purposes. The next link is the Freshman Course Selection Survey. It lists all of the elective courses freshmen are eligible to take. Note that some electives, thinking back to our picture, are 1 semester long and some are year long. You'll generally have 4 semesters of space to fill in with either semester-long or year-long courses. Remember to use the course offering book to help learn about the content of these courses. At the bottom of this page is a link. This is where you enter your top choices in order of preference for elective classes. Please be sure to indicate your alternative elective choices on the Google form. This is very important to help your counselor make sure when the schedule comes out that you're ultimately in an elective that you chose, not one that your counselor ends up having to choose for you. When you navigate the Future Freshman Night website, you'll also find lots of curriculum information, including teachers talking about their classes, 360-degree camera views of classrooms, and course information from lead teachers to give you information about classes you can take. You can also go to the course selection section and scroll to the bottom and go to either 8th grade student or new to district links. And you can find step-by-step instructions there with how to sign up for classes through Hack. Get to know the CCR website. This is a great resource that we update often, and you'll use it throughout high school to know what's happening in the College and Career Readiness office. We're writing a story when we start high school on our permanent record, and that permanent record is called your transcript. It's updated at the end of each semester. It contains course titles and final semester grades, credits earned and your grade point average. Whenever you earn a passing grade, which is a D or higher in a course, that results in you receiving a half credit for each semester class. Students need 23 credits to graduate from St. Charles North. Students typically earn between 3 and 3.5 credits each semester, or 6 to 7 total credits for the year. We send these records to colleges, employers, tech schools, trade schools, military, scholarship committees, etc. So when you get to high school, you want to make sure that you're doing your absolute best, and this transcript is telling the story of your academic success and the work you put in your studies. One of the best ways to make high school memorable and fun is to get involved in clubs and activities around school. Whether it's sports, performing arts, or clubs, there is so much to do at North. This is a great way to get to know people. On our North webpage, under Student Life, there's a list of all of our current clubs and activities. Don't see something you like? Talk to the folks in Student Life about creating your own club. If you'd like to get a better idea of what options you have, mark your calendar for March 16th in the evening from 6 to 7:30 at night. There will be coaches, advisors, and students providing information about all that we have to offer. Don't miss it. Everyone here in North Star Country is beyond pleased to welcome the class of 2025 to St. Charles North. We're here to help make the transition to high school as positive as possible, and we're here to assist with your student finding academic success. Thanks so much for watching.